Hey y'all, I'm Ludwin, and behind me we have some goodies from Seuvas. This is going to be their second drop that we've had from them this season. It's going to be the remainder of what we have, but it's some really good things. So if you've been holding out for it, you're going to be pleasantly surprised. We've also got one treat in the back just because it kind of makes sense from De Bonne Facture. It's a linen shirt. We're dropping some linen shirts. I'll tell you about it in a bit. But first off, we're going to go into the shirts that I'm wearing right now. This is from Seuvas. As we mentioned, probably in the first drop, if you haven't seen it, I will acquaint you shortly with Seuvas. They're out of Japan. Okayama, Japan, I believe, is where they make it their clothing from Wired Factory, actually. Yeah, you'll see every tag is going to have the details of where it's from, so you get the whole backstory. They're like a top-down company. They do everything from like harvesting the yarns to dyeing it to then allowing them to kind of do their own textile development and then make it into shapes that we really like. So the first off, we have two 100% linen shirts. They're 100% linen, but they don't exactly feel like it. It's a very high twist linen, which is to say that it is very treated almost like how you would expect like a wool in suiting, where it has a little bit of a sheen to it. It has a very crispy, nice hand to it. So it feels like there's more going on than just linen, but they really just bring out the best of that fiber. And they give it this wash that just has this really crinkly, kind of beautiful lived-in effect. But it doesn't feel like soft, like something that gets like washed every now and then, or like something you've had for years. It just it still has a fresh crispness to it. So I think you're in for a treat when you see it. The mauve beige color I think is a bit lighter on the hand. It's still softer. It still has crinkle, but it is a little bit soft. Whereas this one, where it may be harder to tell because the color is so dark, but it has almost like a fuzzy neppy quality to it. It's just really, really beautiful fabric. I think you really got to check it out in person. The blue on the navy that I'm wearing is almost like a jewel-y blue. It has like a bit of a punch, kind of like an inky blue, whereas this, the navy blue in the beige color, kind of plays a back notes. It's called beige on the tag. I think we had it beige on the website for some time, but the way the colors come together, it really behaves more of like a pinkish mauve, almost like purpley hue of beige. The details on it are going to be the same on both, except with some small differences, primarily being the buttons. This one has a clean white mother of pearl, where this one, I don't quite know what the make of the button is, but it's just a really beautiful, kind of like this translucent brown that really matches with the like honey check that's going on. So really good selection they have there. The cut is boxier. It has a split hem, so it's wide and short. I think you'll notice that regardless of size. If you go for like the medium to double XL, which is the sizes that we have, we recommend sizing up one from your usual US size because they are Japanese sizing. But even in that size up, it's going to still be a little bit short and it'll be wide. So whereas if you did take your regular US size, it would just be even shorter, and I think a little bit uncomfortable for a lot of the US market. So I'm wearing the size XL here. I'm usually between large and XL, but I think XL is a really good fit for me. I really like also on the back, they have these two bunches of pleating that just kind of give it some motion. I think the way you can see it here, the yoke is also cut up a bit higher. So the yoke kind of lays not exactly on your shoulder blades, I think a little bit higher, and then the pleating just kind of gives a lot more volume to the back, which I really enjoy. I think these are two incredible shirts, things that will last for summers on end, and a nice little treat to get yourself midsummer. Next up, we've got some tees. This is actually what brought our attention to Seuvas originally. We were recommended, like, yeah, check out this brand for tees. They're really, really sweet. And I was like, okay, sure, it's tees, and it really is. It's really nicely executed tees. It's a kind of t-shirt that you'd expect from a brand that only makes t-shirts. So that same attention to detail, that same level of quality and construction, except they do even more with it. So this time we wanted to show you all the Mizuai Indigo that they have going on here. It's a dip dye kind of a production, so just a little bit dipped in there, and then over multiple times in exposure to the indigo, you get this kind of a wash. They also have another version, if you were to check out Seuvas, that is even darker, but we really liked this mid blue because it just pairs a lot nicer with the softer tones that you have in the spring summer. The construction is pretty sweet. It's I think we've seen a lot of tubular knit tees from some of the makers we have. This one isn't tubular, but it does only have one side seam. So you could see a side seam here, and it's like flat felled, very clean. But then the other side, no seam. But it does have a little bit of like articulation, some kind of curvature that's happening when you extend from that sleeve down. So it fits, it naturally wraps around you. It's not like a flat boxy tee. It's just a very well-made tee. I think when you wear it, you can feel that it's special. So I really implore you to give this thing a shot. A good density to it as well. Something you could layer underneath or just wear it on its own, which is why I think the pocket matters, because you kind of want a pocket if it's going to be the tee you're wearing as a plain tee rather than an undershirt. You could like put your glasses in it, put your, I don't know, little trinkets, keys. I also really like how the attention to detail they put in how they wrap the tees. So when you receive one of the tees from Seuvas, it comes in this like paper, has like a little bit of shimmer to it. It's pretty nice, and it's perfectly wrapped with little bow ties and some indigo hits on the folding envelopes. So, you know, it's like one of those little touches that really make it feel like, you know, it's something special, because it is. But that's what we've got from Seuvas. The tees like these, I'd recommend taking one size up from your usual size, and it's gonna fit how you want a tee to fit. It's not boxy, you know, standard good tee. Last thing up is from our a French label that we carry, De Bonne Facture. We received the rest of their stuff earlier this season, a lot of like honeycomb knits, a lot of linens. Please check that stuff out. It's very dope. This shirt, you may not even be able to check it out. I think it's almost sold through, but it's their undyed linen band collar shirt. It's a popover, so it's not gonna have a full placket, just this band collar here that opens up. And it sits a little bit differently than a lot of band collar shirts that I've had, and I think it's because of that front yoke that they do here. It has some kind of like contemporary feel to it. I feel like linen popovers can feel very beach bummy, can feel very boho. This has a very put together, polished look to it, the same way you'd expect something from De Bonne Facture. So it's really nice that even when they're taking inspiration from things that aren't necessarily in their like buttoned up, polished, chic, you know, world, they just really have a good way of translating it to make sense. It has the inverted box pleat on the back, cape back some may call it, and it just gives you a nice volume when you're wearing it. So yeah, really sweet. Take your usual size if it's still available. If not, sign up for the back in stock notification so you can get put on when it gets put back. But yeah, that's it. Let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, take care.